Hey, it's Megan back to haunt your dreams. This week we are supporting Feed Louisville. That's feedlouisville.org. What do they do, you might ask? They try to keep food out of landfills and get it into the bellies of hungry Louisvillians. Essentially what they do is they try to rescue food from going to waste and then make food out of it to give to people in need. So how can you contribute? This month I wanted to choose something where you didn't have to donate money, but if you do want to donate money, you can sponsor a meal for $5. The link for that will be in the description on Spotify and YouTube. But if you don't want to donate money, you can also volunteer to help cook and package food if cooking is your jam. And you can report and rescue food. So they have a form you can fill out if you work at like a restaurant or something and you know that food is going to waste, where you can report the food waste and they can come get it from you. So the website for that is feedlouisville.org. And as always, there are still resources for Palestine in both descriptions. Hope you all enjoyed the episode this week. Welcome back to our channel.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, pals, buds, and lovelies. Welcome back to Musing and Musing with
Megan. I got excited for my line. What? It's gonna shoot me. What you been Musing and Musing about?
I've been reading a lot of books lately. I've been playing my power washing game a lot.
Oh my god. Have you brought up the power washing game on here before?
No.
You gotta talk about that. You can't skip by.
So I like to I play a lot of games, all different kinds, but when I really want to just zone out and do absolutely nothing
For hours.
and put like a good movie on in the background, maybe have some music playing too, literally as much going on as possible.
Hannah sits down and she's like, please God, don't let me have a moment alone with my thoughts.
Because I have that all the time anyway. So when I really want to just shut the fuck up,
Been there.
put as much on as possible. There's a little power washing simulator game that I really, really like. And I've played it so fucking much that I have paid
For
for a
extra.
little, like, little expansion pack. Yeah. I just got a SpongeBob one today.
They have SpongeBob
I was
too.
cleaning his fucking house.
That's pretty cute.
I was about to do Squidward's.
I'm interested to see that because it's like 3D. Like it's not like cartoony. So
It
I
looks
kind of want
cool
to see
as
what it looks
hell.
like.
I actually can't wait for you to see it. I'm gonna show it to you later.
Okay, yeah, I want to check that out.
Yeah.
It was also funny because my sister is like super chronically online in like a different way than me. And Hannah brought up this power washing game. She said, "Oh, the one with the volcano," and Hannah was like, "What the fuck are we talking about?" And then there was a volcano.
That storyline is really fucking weird. I wish the game was longer too. I wish I just had unlimited things to just fucking power wash.
Well, they should let you like just have free play. You know,
Yeah, but
just
the
dirty
only,
some
the
stuff up,
Well, the free play is like the stuff I've already fucking cleaned. It's
and
not as
you're
fun.
like over it.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Can't
like,
be cleaned
let's clean
twice.
this house again. Oh my god. Yeah,
That's
I did
pretty funny.
Alice in Wonderland, and then I did, there was a Back to the Future one, so I just did that just because.
That's cool.
It was cool as hell. Did that today.
So it's like connected.
I was busy today.
Yeah.
I was doing a
Who do you
lot of
think
power
owns the
washing.
rights to Alice in Wonderland? I was thinking Disney, but Lewis Carroll wrote that in like the 1800s.
I love that you know the author's name.
He
because,
wrote
like,
other stuff too.
I knew that, but like his name just is not. It's not in there because I don't feel like I needed to have it in there.
I don't know why I have that, but I do.
Well, what have you been musing about?
My dad got married on a whim. Not on a whim. I was shown later that there was an engagement ring, but it was news to me until about 12 hours before he got married. So that's been what I've been doing, is thinking about my whole life and childhood.
Yeah, which is why
Yeah.
we decided to do the childhood stuff.
Oh, I also wanted to talk about before, today's episode is on our childhood
Yeah,
lore.
dude, you can keep talking. I just wanted to, a little teaser.
Little teaser.
Yeah, get excited.
I've been watching the crap out of True Blood and also reading the Sookie Stackhouse books, which those are very, like, you don't see that much Southern representation, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see it in a way that's not getting made fun of a lot.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay.
And they're in Louisiana, and they all have a really thick accent, and, like, they're kind of religious, but there's people in it that are, like, there's a lot of nuance to the show, which I really appreciate. Like, it has queer characters. What's going on with the vampires is definitely, like, a parallel to what marginalized communities go through in general. There's not a lot of black people in it, but the ones that are in it really make a point to talk about what it's like to be black in the South, which I think is cool. And yeah, I think Ethel Cain's making it cool to be like Southern.
Yeah.
And like we're in Louisville, but you know what I mean?
That is something to be said. A lot of like, it's just like your brain automatically is like country. You think of the South, and then you think of like not us.
Yeah.
Like how we are. But it's like that's not true. We're everywhere. Like those type of people. It's just like the voices are just not as heard. So that is really cool that
yeah, I think there's like something to be gained in the South too, because like I don't know, there is something to be gained from like living in the Bible Belt, even though there's a lot of bad that comes with it. There's also a lot of like kindness and community and that kind of stuff. I remember going on a trip
in high school with like the team that I was on, or it was like maybe I was like going to see my sister or something like that she was doing, and like Kentucky is still like considered South, but not really to some people because it's right on that edge.
If we went to like New York, they would think we're Hicks.
Exactly, but like technically we're compared to the people that are south of us, we're not very country to them, I'd say.
Yeah.
Specifically Louisville.
Yeah.
So when I went to, I think it was Alabama, and like we just stopped at a random ass gas station, looked sketchy, and I was just like, okay. And then there's this guy next to us, so fucking polite. Was like the Southern hospitality that I hadn't like experienced, and I was like, why is this man just being so fucking nice to me? I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, Louisville's such a like an interesting place because you get those kind of people here, but you also get people that are just like not like that.
Yeah.
But you still get like your fair share of like racists and homophobes, and then you have people that are just not like that at all, that are from like the Highlands in Louisville. If you're from Louisville, like it's such an interesting place to live. And then you leave just a little bit and you're like in sundown towns.
Just really
so
crazy.
Yeah, Kentucky's a very interesting place. It's also a very beautiful place. There's so many like
it really is
waterfalls, and like Kentucky's just a cool place. I wish it wasn't so red in its policies, but
yeah.
Anyway, True Blood. Yeah, that show's really cool. I know it's old now, but like if you've never heard of it, and this might be something somebody's interested in, it takes place in the South. It's vampires have become legal because they found some way to make synthetic blood in Japan, so they're trying to assimilate, and they call it mainstreaming, which I think is funny. They're trying to assimilate in with humans, but there's some people that still think that like humans are what's the word I'm looking for? Less than human? No, because they're humans. Lesser than. Subservient. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, they think that humans like exist for their pleasure, and then there's vampires that are like, no, humans are worth something, and you see it from both sides, which I think is cool too, because humans are like, vampires don't feel pain, and then some of the vampires are like, humans don't feel pain the way we do, and I'm like, oh, idiots all around. Let's just all be sweet to each other.
This is so out of pocket, but it just makes... my roommate's been watching the Planet of the Apes movies.
I've been wanting to watch those too.
Because that new one either just came out or is coming out.
Yeah.
Okay, so this, not to cut you off, I'm just like, what you're saying about True Blood is making me think about it. Like, I didn't ask to watch it. I've never been a huge fan of them anyway.
You would like those, though.
I've seen them all, Megan. I don't eat them up. They're hard to watch, too, because there's just so much death and
I forgot how you are about that kind of stuff.
it hurts to watch that shit. Anyway, we watched the 2011 one. So old. The first one for our, like the newer ones. James Franco.
That's what, yep.
So that was 2011. And then the second one was 2014. That was the first time I watched that was last night. Oh my God, intense.
They are intense.
The way that, like, he sees both sides. Like, he used to think it was just apes were, like, good. But it was like, no, humans and apes, they're both capable of this, like...
There's always
hurt
nuance.
And hatefulness.
There's always common ground, too.
Yeah, and so that's fascinating to... I didn't know you were super into those. We never have talked about that. Austin was watching the third one when I came over here to record, actually.
It's been a long time since I haven't watched the old ones, but I did watch the ones with James
2001,
Franco.
2001.
Yeah, I didn't watch those. I don't know what those are
I watched them when I was younger, and I thought they were really weird. But then again...
But I liked the newer ones, and I am interested, and I do think that movies that take something weird like that and make commentary on the human experience
I'm extremely excited,
cool.
Because the third one, I'm not looking forward to that one. It's called War of the Planet of the Apes. So But then the newest one? No, the newest one's called Kingdom. And Austin and I said we were really excited about that because we wanted to see how long it had been and like what their kingdom really looks like now.
Well, isn't Caesar alive in it?
So he's alive in the first one, obviously. That's, the main. He's alive in the
Caesar's
second.
the main
ape.
Yeah, if you don't know.
Oh my god, I lost my train of thought. It's completely gone.
I can't help you. You were talking about Kingdom.
Yeah, okay, so he's alive. I don't know if I saw him in the third one. I don't know if something happens to him or whatever. I assumed he would not be around for the newest one because, like, so much time had passed. Because, like, the first one happens, but I think it's either 10 or 20. Don't hold me to it. I don't know. For the second one. It's because it shows,
years?
Yeah. Because humans just are...
Well, he was a baby in the first one, so I think he would still be alive.
Stuff going around... Well, he grows up in the first one.
Like
in the movie,
to, like, his 20s, though.
Yeah. And then in the second one, he has a kid. Like, he has 2 kids.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't see that one then.
So much has happened. Like, I know so much about it, and I didn't even watch it all, like... I was power washing while it was on, so,
Not really paying the most attention.
I did with certain scenes. Oh my, it was so sad. I know, like, that, that comes with the territory of, like, everything that was happening in that world and what's going on, but it is so sad to watch.
Yeah.
So, anyways, True Blood.
Yeah,
made me think of that.
I can see why
you were talking about that, yeah.
That's a common theme in movies, I think, where they're trying to make commentary on something is saying they don't feel pain, because that is what people used to say about Black people. That's what people just say about anyone that's different than them, Native Americans, and, like, anyone who's not white, really, that went down that path of just being less than human.
Yes.
So I think they're trying to make some sort of, like, political commentary on that, and they do a decent job of it.
With the time period that it came out to, I'd say is...
A lot of boobs.
HBO.
Very
it's an
graphic.
HBO show.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's really good. I've been really enjoying it. I hate that the main character's name is Bill. I wish it was anything else, except maybe, like, I don't know, Ebenezer.
It's really weird you looked at me when you thought of that name. It's really weird.
Anyway, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. My dad got married, True Blood. That's all I got going. 4th of July was cool. Felt weird this year with everything that's going on. Felt really weird.
I have a hard time with 4th of July. I forget that people love to still shoot off fireworks like that the weekend after and everything. So I was getting real pissed off last night.
I started bugging myself out. I forgot to tell you about this. So I didn't go to, this was the day after 4th of July.
Friday.
I started convincing myself, like, and I think I might honestly, like, me and Hannah were in a school shooting. Talk about lore.
There's some of the childhood lore. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, we were in a school that had an active shooter in it.
Yeah.
At the same time, we weren't together, but we were in the same school, so that was scary.
Yeah. We have both experienced that.
Yeah, only one person got shot and he didn't die or anything. He's okay now. But we didn't know that at the time. Like,
yeah,
I did.
Okay, like you're not told everything. So when there's a school shooting, it's a school shooting, and that's fucking scary.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Our high school went on lockdown. I texted my mom and my dad and told them that I loved them in case I died. So, like, that's the type of experience that was. Yeah, let's laugh about it. Anyway, I started convincing myself. I was sitting in the backyard and I was like, what if someone's just walking around shooting people?
Guns.
And, like,
because that's a perfect time to fucking do it.
You could just go in someone's house, shoot them with a shotgun, and no one would think twice because the noise. And, like, I started convincing myself that it was getting closer because I heard them in the distance, and then I heard them, like, getting closer, and I even walked outside.
You went outside?
And it was, like, peeking around, so I was like, what if someone is just walking around with a shotgun?
I love that you went outside to go see if that was true.
I want to know. I gotta protect the beans.
Yeah, because, like, you weren't gonna get shot.
Protect the beans.
Beans is safe in your house, doors locked.
Unless, if they're truly evil, they're gonna shoot a cat.
Only a sick fuck would do that. God.
So that was kind of scary. And then and then that made me think about, like, all the veterans, and I was like, what are we doing?
That's what I'm saying.
What's the matter with us?
Every time people get so excited for fireworks because they're so pretty, through my years, just getting older, I get pissed off more and more when the sound, I don't like the noise of fireworks.
It scares me.
Those
mortars
I don't like it. Are insanely loud. My cats don't even freak out as much as other animals, but they don't like it. I think about the stray cats that I take care of. Like, they probably hate this time of year every time because they, like, and then you think of the veterans.
Yeah.
I cannot. Like, I get it. They're pretty, but they're actually fucking
not pretty
awful.
Enough.
So there you go.
I was happy with what we did. I feel like what we did was reasonable.
Megan came over and brought us, Megan Harrison brought some nice sparklers, and we had the little poppets. Call it a day. Yeah, I love doing that, yeah.
Bonfire, spend time with your family, and reflect on what has happened in this nation. That's what you need to do with the 4th of July, I think. No need for fireworks.
Because what's the fucking point of celebrating when... And it's not even like...
Especially this year.
Because I think... It's like, dude, we don't need to celebrate America at all. Yeah. Are you kidding me right now?
Every single person I've talked to on either side of things, like more moderate, like, not that I talk to a ton of people that aren't, yeah. But everyone even on Facebook too, because you know how Facebook, everyone just be yapping. I've seen nobody hop on there and be like super happy about anything. Like I haven't seen anyone be like, can't wait to vote for Biden, can't wait to vote for Trump, because it's just painful.
That's I think everybody is just not having a good fucking time.
Yeah, so that's tough. Real tough. God, I don't even want to go down this, but I was watching the debate and I was like, this is crazy, because Trump would open his mouth and at least he could form a sentence, you know, but his sentences were just, what we doing?
He's got the wackiest sentences.
And then Biden would pipe up and be like,
pipe up.
He would start out talking about abortion and on Afghanistan. I'd be like, where are we going?
Where are we going?
How do we get there? What you're talking about?
Who's driving this car, man?
Who's driving this bus?
Oh,
this bus
sad.
Being the entire country. And God. And then he did you see that he hopped on and said he just wasn't feeling good because he was jet lagged when he was out of the country 2 weeks before the debate?
Oh, I think he's not feeling good because he needs to not be.
He needs to go sit in an armchair.
He needs to not be putting suits on every day and stand in front of a podium. He needs to put his sweatpants on, get a nice white t-shirt, not comb his hair, watch whatever he wants on the TV and relax. Yeah. He shouldn't be doing what he's doing.
It's time to rest, Joey B. It's time to sit down with a neck pillow.
Oh my God, I was going to be such a major fucking dork. I was going to, I've been like going to town on Game of Thrones. I was going to be like, his watch has ended. He's done.
Oh, and I've seen some stuff too that's like ageism. And like,
No. Like, I think he's like that man's not okay. I think the way I saw his wife be like, "Good job, Joe," and it's like, oh man, like I think he's being abused,
elder abuse.
Yes, I think he's not okay. And I say again, why do we have old people in the office?
I think if ever there was a reason to be ageist, it would be running the free world.
I should be allowed to be mad, yeah, if we've got some, because they... I don't even want to...
And that's not his stutter either. I know he has a speech impediment.
Oh, I hadn't even brought that up,
Getting into Afghanistan off abortion is not...
That's not how that works.
That's not
how that works.
Anyway, yeah, that's sickening.
But I digress.
Yeah, happy 4th. Proud to be an American.
Where at least I know I'm free. Are you serious? Shit. I'm gonna cry. That's so upsetting.
Lore. Childhood
Yeah, let's get to that. So the thing about I brought photos over to just see how happy my childhood was, and that was cool. That was cool seeing the fun times, yeah, and my parents did a good job of making sure, I have a lot of siblings, too, and, you good, bro?
Yeah, keep talking, I got this, man.
Period. Let's see, I got my sister who is we're almost 3 years apart, actually, but my brother right under me, we are under 2 years. We're not even 24 months.
2000.
Yeah, we're he's a January of 2000 and I'm May of 98. We're not even completely 2 years. So we have there's a lot of my mom is really good at taking pictures. We made she loved doing
y'all do have a lot of family photos.
From that time period, she was really good about because my second brother didn't come he's 5 years younger than I am. He didn't come along until 2003. So we had a significant amount of time where it was mom, dad, and then 3 kids in this house for a minute.
How old were you when Carrick was born? Carrick's her youngest brother.
2007. So I was already 9.
That's crazy. Because
he was born in December. Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, she used to do Halloween costumes with like all of us. It was like a whole theme. So if like Lauren would be the cat, I was the mouse, and my brother Aiden was the cheese. Or she would do like we did a
I don't remember what else y'all have done.
What is that movie called with the lion and the fucking Tin Man?
No way, you're talking about Wizard of Oz, man.
Thank you. What's going with my brain, man? She did. I was Dorothy.
Of course you were.
Yeah, and then
what was Lauren?
Too old at that time. She wasn't part. Yeah, I never was somebody that like grew out of that. I liked dressing up and doing that stuff. It is fun to dress up. Yeah, I was Dorothy. My brother Aiden was the lion, or maybe what Carrot was. I don't know. And then there was another time where I was Little Red Riding Hood, and my brother Aiden was like the wolf. And then she
what was everyone else when you were the baby?
When I was the baby?
Yeah,
like as in for Halloween.
When you were a baby.
Okay, so say I was a baby for Halloween.
I saw that picture of Lauren in her Louisville sweatshirt. Too cool.
Always too cool. Yeah, always too cool.
But yeah, there's one where she's a baby. Can we talk about my Halloween costume?
Yeah, please. Oh okay. My God.
Here's some more.
This is...
Yeah, I just wrote down as many funny stories from childhood as I could think of, but this one happens to pertain.
The first time I saw... You're talking about this one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So the year was probably like 2007. I don't honestly know. I saw...
You looked a little bit older.
You think so?
You looked... No, not older than that. Like, I'm saying that's a pretty good guess. You looked around...
2007 is a good guess.
Like that good age.
I think I would have been...
9, 10.
I think that... Because I don't think I would have worn that in middle school. I think I would have been embarrassed.
You were on the cusp. Grade. You were probably on the cusp of getting ready to go to middle school.
I'm guessing 5th grade. So I saw, you know how they used to send you those catalogs to your house when you were a kid and they had like Halloween costumes in them?
Yeah, and my mom would look at those to get ideas, and then she'd get her sewing machine.
Well, I was looking through that bitch for ideas as well.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a candy corn costume, which I'm one of those weird people that actually likes candy corns. I don't like them as much now as I did when I was a kid, but I can still eat them. I'm not disgusted by them like other people. That's as close as I'm ever going to get to eating a candle, and I kind of want to do that. You gotta look at me in my face and tell me you never see something you're not supposed to eat and want to eat it. Like chalk, candle, crayon.
You know very well that I don't have that in me like you do.
God, I just know her crotch so good. I just know it. What? The pumpkin? Closest thing to a candle. The pumpkin candy corn. Anyway, I showed my mom this costume. And it's so cute. It was like a tube top. So you know how it's white on the top, orange, and then yellow. Or yellow-orange. Yeah. Whichever one. Y'all know how it goes. The bottom was like this fluffy tulle skirt. Then there was like a tube top. And then the top was a white wig. That's what I remember. And I was like, that's so cool. Because it's just wig. Like, it's like Disney bounding a cotton candy. Yeah.
That's
not cotton candy, candy corn. So I go to my mom. I say, I want to be a candy corn. And she says, your mama can make you your costume. Mind you, my mama was very old at this time. Because my mama is my mom's grandma. So that was my great-grandma. She's passed away since. Rest in peace, her. This is not her fault.
She was doing a favor. She didn't know.
I get there, and, like, I show her the inspo, and, you know, she's old, so she made me out of felt this, like, dress that was, like, so long. Like, mine was so cutesy and, like, kind of, like, child sexy. That sounds disgusting, but you know what I mean?
That was such a... Yeah. You, write that down. Write that down. Oh my God.
Like how you felt cute when you were a kid. You're like, the boys are gonna like this. Like I saw boys on Halloween.
Yeah.
So she made me this dress. I'll put a picture of it. But the top is where it all goes awry. Ugh. She made me a pointed white hat for my candy corn costume. And if you took that thing out of context at all, it looks like a cake.
If you were in Megan's basement and like going through old boxes and you pulled that out, you would be like, Megan, time to start explaining why you have this in your box.
And I remember being so embarrassed at the time even about it. But I was like, my mama made it for me.
I have to fucking wear it.
And my mom, like, family lore, my mom loves my mama. So I didn't even know how to go to my mom and be like, Mom, I can't wear this. So I just sucked it up and wore it.
I'm such a stubborn little shit that I would have been like, I am not fucking wearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't, I was at her house too for measurements for hours for her to make me this Halloween costume. And it was one of those things where it like it just kept getting like further from the vision, and I was like, I
didn't know you were there for hours.
Damn. Yeah, so that's one of my childhood stories. KKK hat as a kid.
I didn't have any experiences like that. My mom was pretty good with her costumes, man. They looked really cool. One year I was a present. She just got a really big cardboard box, and we just put me in there, and she put the wrapping paper on it, put little ribbons in my hair, and put a little makeup on my cheeks. Yeah, I looked cute. Couldn't sit down. We didn't think about that at all.
What you need to? You trick-or-treating.
Well, when I was younger, okay, I went to a Catholic school. I don't know how it is with public schools and stuff like that, but sometimes they like to do, like, things for holidays and events and stuff. A lot of community stuff going on.
We had that too, where I'd go to school in my costume.
So, it wasn't even at school. Like, it was after the fact. School had already happened. Like, I think we were I was trying to sit down in one of the cafeteria chairs, and I fucking couldn't. I couldn't sit down in that chair, man. So I just stood.
I know you were at least a little bit so embarrassed.
Upset. Of course I was. You know how easily I get embarrassed. Oh my god. At that age. I did. That was a really cute costume. I really did like that.
That is cute.
I do miss that. Yeah. I miss my mom's good Halloween costumes.
You could probably still ask her to make you one. She might. Probably not. You could try though.
But I want to do one of my sexy costumes, and I don't think she'd be able to do
whip it out for
sexy costume for me.
I've seen people. I crochet. I've seen people crochet whole ass costumes. I know that takes hours and hours and hours. Crazy that people just do that.
Yeah, when that's more of like a that's like a chill like hobby. Yeah. You know that I'm just gonna crochet while I watch something on TV.
Yeah, that's a dish for later.
Goal. Yeah, jeez.
Do you have another one you want me to go?
I'll grab one out of nowhere that has nothing to do with costumes. So, I'll do a happy memory. My family, and I think it was because they didn't want us to like. It's because they didn't want me in my like parents' bed type thing. So my dad used to do these things called pallets.
Oh, I had
right. I know like just get a nice blanket, nice cushion. You lay on this type thing.
On the floor.
Yeah, so it's like we would do that a lot of the time in their room if we wanted to sleep in their room because we were scared. So we would do a pallet next to their bed. But then it got to the point where my dad would like to. Like, we'd put on a movie or a show or whatever, and then we'd have, like, a huge pallet in the living room. We'd have, like, snacks and stuff like that, and, yeah. So that was a good time,
cute.
Too.
You showed lots of pictures of that.
Yeah. Dude.
I had also a pallet because one thing people who know me know about me is I hate being alone. Hate it. I always have. I don't like spending time by myself for the most part, except for, like, once every blue moon. But when Emily was born, Emily's my sister, they didn't want me to sleep with them anymore, which I've been sleeping with them since I was born. So, like, what do you want me to do?
Emily's also...
It's been 5 years. This is where I live.
That's what I said. She's 5 years younger, so it's a long fucking time to be staying in that room.
So when she was born and, like, they wanted her to sleep with them, whatever, they put me on the floor.
On a pallet.
On a pallet, yeah, and that's where I slept for... I don't know how long it was that I slept there. I don't know when I started sleeping in my own bed. Probably about when my parents started fighting.
That's so funny. So, like, I am deathly afraid of the dark. But, like, you know, as an adult, you, like, gotta, like, work on that.
Yeah.
But I'm still extremely afraid of the dark. But it was so severe when I was a kid that I used to, like, always sleep
so many headphone problems.
I was gonna either sleep with my sister or my brother. I rarely slept in my own fucking bed. Like, ever. So... There's that, yeah.
You want to tell the story about your ice cold water?
So, like, because my sister let me sleep with her, we shared a fucking room and had bunk beds. So she let me sleep up on the top bunk with her. Oh, thanks for that. Like, I was going to sleep in that room no matter what.
Yeah.
But the deal was, this makes zero fucking sense. The deal was that I had to go get her a cup of iced water. So that means I have to leave the room at night. And go all the way, it was a 2-story house, so I go through the dark hallway all the way down the stairs. So I turned every single fucking light on, ran all the way downstairs, got the ice water, came all the way back up. The amount of ice waters I used to get my sister. Oh my god.
That's such older sibling stuff, dude.
Seriously. And of course I was gonna fucking do it, because I was like, oh my god, I have to sleep with her. I cannot sleep in my bed alone.
Well, as an older sibling as well, Lauren, that was such a power play. I did that shit to my sister, too, where I would just ask her for stuff. I know she did not want that ice-cold water that bad.
No, I think she did, Megan.
You think so?
Yeah. Lauren's a freak.
Yeah, you just mess with
she
Emily.
loves ice water. Lauren didn't mess with me like that. That's so funny. Lauren wasn't that type of older sibling. I was with Aiden.
I would mess with Emily so much. Not in, like, horrible ways, but everyone who has a younger sibling knows.
Like, you know what you do.
You just kind of mess with them.
Yeah, it's your job.
And then whenever it goes too far, you go, I'm sorry. And then you actually feel bad.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. Speaking of your home and sleeping there, I feel like this applies to childhood lore. You know what I'm about to say. I've spent many a night in Hannah's
Would you like to say yours first, and then we can go all the way back to the origin?
Okay. I don't really remember the whole tale anymore.
That's what I'm saying, and I will say the hotel afterwards.
Okay, so Hannah's house is, her parents' house is what I'm talking about. I slept over there one time and had this dream that this woman was, like, crawled up to me in a white nightgown with this long, stringy, freaky hair.
White hair.
Yes, and it felt so real. Like, it was one of those dreams where you think that you're awake, actually, but then you just assume that you're not.
That's what's even scarier. You felt awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wake up the next day, and I'm telling, Hannah about
because that's a freaky fucking thing. Of course you're going to share your story.
And then Hannah's like, oh, my God,
the chill
you've seen the white lady.
Went through my fucking body, because
I didn't know that before.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like I would share that information, because I had forgotten about that, because Lauren had told me a time when she had that, but, like, I used to have this. This goes back to when I used to sleep in Lauren's bed. That was the first time I saw this bitch, man. She's so fucking real. It's crazy, dude. I used to sleep in Lauren's top bunk. So there was, like, a time, and I always shut the door because the hallway was dark. So I'm going to shut that fucking door. The door was open, and I was looking at the end of the bed, and she crawled up the fucking bed. White nightgown, white stringy long hair. It looked a little, like, matted, a little wet, but not fully. It just didn't look
bloody right. Would be a good word for it.
Didn't look right, yeah. Scared the fuck out of me, dude. Oh, my God.
Like that sticky wetness.
Yeah, that shit's real.
And Lauren's seen her, too, hasn't she?
Yes, she has. I don't remember. She's not here.
I wish we
get her on the pod, we'll ask her. But, yeah, she has a story as well from seeing her. Yeah. Just us three, though.
I feel like Carissa might have said something about it, too, but I might be making that up. We'll have to run that by her. But, yeah,
that was
the white
scary
lady.
As hell, dude.
That is scary.
Oh, another time when I would sleep with my siblings. So if I wasn't sleeping in Lauren's bed, I was probably sleeping with my brother, and he also had the top bunk in his room with my other brother. I have so many fucking siblings.
You do.
Guess I'll start saying names, but nobody's gonna remember who I'm talking about anyway. But there was one time where our parents pissed us the fuck off. Couldn't even tell you what they did or what it was, but it was, like, so serious. And we were like, you know what? We're gonna run away. So we left them a note. It had already been late in the night. So, like, we had left them a note either in the kitchen area or, like, near the room or something. But, like, we had overslept.
You overslept your runaway time?
Yeah, we should have just left then and there. But we were like, no, let's not leave when it's dark out. It's like, why would we do that? That's not safe, you know? We're kids running away. Nothing is fucking safe. And so we overslept. And my dad comes in through the door, whoosh, like so loud. We're all like, wake up, what? And he's like, oh. We saw him do, like, a relief. And we were like, what? And then later, when we finally got up, mom was like, you know what? I'll fix you guys a little, like, breakfast, and you guys can just go on your bikes and, have, like, a little adventure. Mom trying to, like, meet us halfway.
Oh, you guys run away.
She gave us, because Mom keeps everything, she gave us little McDonald's, like, syrup container thing, the little to-go ones.
Packets
and she gave us little frozen French toast sticks that she had heated up. And we put them in little Ziploc bags. We had a little backpack. And we, like, went not that far. Went to the ditch, I think, maybe even farther.
Okay,
and sat
for
down
reference,
and had
the dish is approximately three or four houses away
down.
from their house.
And there's ditches both ways. But, yeah. We ate French toast sticks, dipped in our syrup on our bikes.
Your mom
what a great day. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
God.
I have also run away before, and I don't know if I've ever actually told you this, but I was, like, little. This was the first house I remember living in, so it was before I even moved to St. Louis when I was a kid.
So you were little.
Yeah, I was really little.
Wow.
I told my mom I wanted to run away, and she said, okay, well, I'll call someone to come pick you up, and you can go live at the orphanage. And I said, okay. And I packed up, and I had this this just reminded me about this little suitcase I had. You know those little tiny kid suitcases that are like so small?
The most adorable suitcases ever.
And
we used to have
was a Barbie
too.
one, and it had a button on the front that you could push, and it had little lights on it that would light up.
What the hell? Mine didn't have light up lights.
She said she opened it for me, like it was in the top of my closet, and she set it on my little twin bed, and was like, "Pack up what you think you need." And I think I put like what my favorite stuffy, like a blanket and a Barbie.
You're putting essentials in there.
And then she said, "All right, now go stand at the end of the driveway and wait for him." And so I went down to the end of the driveway and was sitting there, and then I got really worked up. You know how you do? I was like, "I don't want to go." And I went back in the house.
Were you sitting on your
and
suitcase?
My mom was like, "Can't come back." Like she was messing with me. Scared the crap out of me. I think that's why I remember it. Because I was like, "What do you mean I can't come
she was
back?"
taking that bit a little farther.
Yeah. As parents do. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that just triggered that memory for me. What else was I going to talk about?
I love when we just decide to run away and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. How many people actually do run away, you think? How many actual kid runaways are there? You know what? That's actually not funny. Because I feel like the kids that do run away are probably in really terrible situations.
Deep shit, man. Deep shit.
Yeah. Hope y'all are all right.
No wonder my dad was like...
Yeah. Relief, because someone already picked y'all up off the side of the road, probably.
Jesus Christ.
I want to talk about when I broke my arm both times.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so
okay, I'll say when I broke my foot after that.
Please do.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I've broken both of my arms, and it was, like, such different ways, but I broke my arm one summer, and the next summer I broke the other arm. So I spent 2 summers of my life in a row with broke arms.
Also, if anybody's ever broken, like, a bone or whatever, I've, like, both times I have, it's been during the fucking summer. And
which
that
blows.
is the worst. Not just because you can't go around and play.
Can't
but, like,
swim.
It's hot, bro. I remember the first night.
Don't care.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't be getting hot for real. But I feel for you.
That's funny because I'm like freezing right now, but I guess I just don't have a normal temperature. Maybe that's what it is.
It is cold.
We're in a basement.
Or I'm hot. The basement is cold.
Tell everybody where we're at.
Quote from my grandpa, by the way. He said, let me think of it verbatim. He just died, so I feel like I gotta get this right. He didn't just die. He died in like 2022. Anyway.
Still.
What did he say? He said, "I've never been so hot I hurt, but I've been so cold I hurt." And that is so true. For me, at least. And also him. We probably have the same thing that makes us cold.
Different type of hurt.
Yeah, I've never been so hot I hurt.
Because I'm cold and it like that weird like throbbing, yes.
You're aching because your body's so tensed up from trying to get warm.
But with the hotness, it's not like hurt. It's like I just can't feel settled. I can't, like nothing is comfortable. I can't relax. I can't, all I'm focusing on is that type thing. Whereas the cold, eventually the feeling is gone. So back and forth, you know.
People are so different.
I guess just let me know.
So
does anybody get hot? Does anybody get cold?
I'm sure I'm the weird one here.
I don't know.
I don't know what that's like though. Like what you're talking about, where you're so hot that you just can't. Because my body, I feel like my body temperature comes up and it's just like this is stasis.
This is how we're supposed to be. All right, man. So you broke your arms.
Oh yeah. Okay, so first time I broke my arm, I was in a bikini. Don't remember why I was in a bikini.
Probably summer.
And I was coming. Yeah, but like I didn't have a pool.
But I don't think for kids there's a fucking reason. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just ran around in the sprinkler. Could
have been something like that. But, like, that's relevant to the story because I got such bad road burn. because
your entire body was exposed.
Yeah. So I was trying to... This is also funny that I got road burn. I was trying to see how slow I could go and keep my bike upright. And that bitch tipped over on me and I stuck my arm out to catch myself and then kind of
watch out when you stick your arm out to catch yourself. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You need to roll with your fall, guys.
My bone buckled. And my bone, like... buckled.
Oh.
So if you looked at the x-ray, you could tell that like it like squished up. Yeah. And like that's just probably still like that. Like it probably just still looks weird because they didn't do anything to it. I had to wear a cast all summer to protect it.
How high did your cast go?
That one, so your arm has two bones in it right here. And I only broke one.
Okay.
So that it was just up to right below my elbow.
It was a mid. It wasn't full. Okay,
so that was easier. The next summer, and this is crazy. Okay. So there was construction going on in my neighborhood. My mom will never, ever, ever let me forget this. There was construction going on in my neighborhood. She left me at my neighbor's house to go home and get her car to take us all skating. So it was me and two other girls from my school.
That fucking sucks that you were going to be going skating.
I know.
You were going to go skating.
And I love
Megan
skating.
loves skating. That sucks.
I still love skating. But as soon as she left, I took my Crocs off because I was like, screw you, no one else has shoes on. And there was this big hill, okay? And I had a scooter. And I was like, I'm going to go down this scooter.
Why would you not want to race down that hill?
On this hill. And it got so fast, man. I swear to God, I was going 95 miles per hour down this hill.
You know what I'm picturing? So your hair fucking straight back, blowing. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Megan, that's so fucking frightening.
It was so scary.
The ways that you've broken bones are scary.
Yeah. This one was genuinely horrifying. So what had happened, you get to going fast and the handlebars started shaking.
I know, I was mimicking it earlier. I was hoping that people on the camera knew. Oh my God.
Got so
Bike
scared.
Or scooter. Everybody knows that wobble. That's
wobble.
Scary as fuck, bro.
So this is where the shoe thing comes in, okay? I have no shoes on. So I go to brake on the scooter brake, and if you know how to scooter stops, it rests on that back wheel, and then it just kind of slows it down. But I was going so fast that shit got hot.
Bitch was on fire.
That's how fast I was going.
Oh my God. Oh, I have so many stories of hurting myself and falling like this shit.
I want you to talk about that one on the bike, after.
You made me think of the bike. No, I've got 2 bike falls.
Oh,
Keep going.
Yeah, you do. Anyway. So
many.
My foot is, the skin's burnt, gone.
Sizzled off. Smoke.
There's smoke coming off of me. There's fire coming off the back of the scooter.
So what does a young child do to get off of this, man?
Well, I was obsessed with the movie Nancy Drew, and there's this scene in Nancy Drew where she has to get away from the bad guys, and she tucks and rolls out of this car. So I think, let me tuck and roll. Oh my God, I hit the ground so hard. You want to talk about bad road burn?
God,
I had concrete in my thigh. Like that, I had
to be
as it was healing, it came out. Yeah, they didn't pick it out. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, damn.
And there was this spot where I thought the bone in my hip chipped because there was just some piece of swollen something in there for so long. That cleared up in high school. And this happened when I was in the 7th grade. Yeah, so I fell so hard. I don't know what that was still to this day.
What fucking hill were you?
I'll show you it on Google Maps. And
Period. I do want to see it. I do.
I broke my arm completely in half. Both bones broke completely in half. My arm was broken so badly all the way through. My arm didn't look right. I stood up. I don't even remember it hurting at all. I just remember I looked at my hand. It was my right arm, by the way, so that was awful. I looked at my hand. It was not where it was supposed to
That's
be.
not right.
Yeah. So I stood up, and my friend was running. My friends were running towards me, and I was like, my arm's broken. Just like that. Because your body goes into shock.
Well, I'm sure I would have been my arm's broken. We need to actually get this taken care of right now. Focus up, everybody.
Yeah, so they're chasing me, and I'm just walking to my friend's house to go to her mom. And I get to her mom, and I'm like, my mom's gonna be so mad. I think it was the first thing that I said was, my mom's gonna be so mad. And she was like, don't worry about that. And I was like, you don't know how.
She's gonna be so pissed that I did this.
Yeah, so I had to go to the hospital. They let that thing, now I'm just going on a tangent, but they let that thing heal wrong, and they had to re-break that bitch. They had to knock me out after it had already kind of healed and break it again.
So it
was all
how did they even fucking manage that?
I think that they were just hoping, because both bones were so off, I think they were hoping the swelling in my arm would just push them back, which they should have said it at the hospital.
Well, what's up with hoping? Why are we hoping?
And I asked years later, my dad dated a nurse years later, and I was like, what do they do to break that?
How did they break
she
that
said
again?
A big old person just comes in there and breaks it.
That.
Love that for me. And
that's the best way we're going to do that? That's the smartest
that happened. I was so allergic to the anesthesia that my arm rebroken. Weird long cast. My arm had to stay in this position forever because those bones couldn't rotate because it wouldn't be able to heal right.
Yeah.
And then I was just throwing up everywhere because I was allergic to what they used to knock me out. So that was a really fun time.
Yeah. That was a good summer. Yay!
Ass. I don't recommend breaking your entire arm.
Yeah, I mean, if you can, just try and avoid breaking bones. It's never fun. It's never a good time. Ever. Literally, when it happens, when it heals, when it's done, it's just never fun. No matter the age, it just fucking sucks.
It does. And I I'll let you get to your story in like 1 second, but I'm proud of myself for this. I bought a scooter this year, and I've been scared of scooters ever since that.
The last time she had been on one was when she broke her elbow.
Yeah. So
there you go.
Yeah, it wasn't my elbow.
Sorry. My brain was thinking of my elbow. Watch out, guys.
Do you want to tell your story? The one I'm thinking of is the rifle camp one I'm thinking.
Okay, with the bike.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, well, I'd write down another bike scenario when I was trying to do sick moves on my bike. I will talk about the rifle camp one because, that's so gross me saying that sentence. Oh my God. Backstory, guys, look, I was in ROTC in high school. Okay.
So was I.
So, yeah, when I say rifle, like, we shoot these little things called air rifles, okay, with little pellets, all right? That was it.
Yeah, not the Second Amendment guns.
Yeah, dude, I'm not talking about real fucking guns. Okay, I didn't shoot. Okay. Anyways, we went to this camp during the summer, and it was picturesque. It was quite beautiful. We took a little ferry to this little island. Yeah, it was quite lovely, actually. So we all got bikes, and we went got ice cream. Like a fun day. Yeah. And there was a hill, and my brakes stopped working, and I was like, oh my God, I'm picking up fucking speed. And I was like, the only way to stop this was to put my foot down. And I'm like, I'm going to be as gentle as possible because you're going so fast. Put my foot down. Put my foot down. And I bruised the fuck out of my pelvis. It hurt. Guys, that bar on that bike hurt so bad. I skinned this, like, my thigh. The road rash was horrible. Oh my God, my arm, my elbow, bad. It was horrific. And the worst part is, because I was at this camp, and with what I was doing is, you have to wear this, like, outfit, pants and jacket all over that. And then what I was doing too, I was like, I would kneel in certain positions and things like, it was just painful. That week was painful. I hurt myself so fucking bad. Not only that, I fell in front of my team. That's so embarrassing. Oh my God, that was so embarrassing.
After you've broken a bone, so I know you tried to clean this shit up.
I didn't break anything on that one. I was going to talk about when I broke my foot.
Yeah, I've seen you in bad pain.
When I broke my foot.
Yeah, that was good too.
It just fucking snapped, man. Oh my God. The other time with the bike though, I was with my brother, and we were on our bikes, and we were like, let's try and just, go up some like hill.
Do a trick.
Yeah, dude, man. There's a ditch, and it has the little.
Is it the same ditch y'all ran away to?
No, not the one.
Different ditch. Okay.
The one to the left. That it's a little flatter.
That one? Haven't been in that one.
That's a lie. The one near the fence?
Oh, I was thinking left if you're looking at your house.
Okay,
I see the confusion.
Not the super deep one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shallow one. And it had like the stone where the tunnel is or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go off that. That makes sense. If you ride off of it, you're going
more
down.
More steep than a curve.
Well, not even that, but you're just going down. You can't, like, it's not like I was, like, a professional, and I could, yeah, man, I'm serious. When I went over that with my fucking mountain bike, okay, not made for tricks, okay, I went straight.
Did it have gears?
Nope. And I did a complete flip. Kid you not. I'm being so serious. My bike did a complete fucking flip, man. Wasn't hurt, but I did a complete fucking flip. Got up and was like, well, I'm never trying that again. Oh my God.
On your face. Okay, a few weeks ago, this is not a few weeks ago, this was a long time ago, I looked like, for some reason I thought this car was closer than it was, and I braked really hard with my car.
Megan rocked my world.
That's the way Hannah had just accepted death. The way she looked at me from the stunnedness and was just like, "What are you doing, man? I know that's how you getting off."
It's the same face every time shit like that happens to me. I'm like the complete stunned face, man. I did a lot of cool tricks on my bike. Good times. I miss those bike riding days.
We should get
bikes are expensive, man.
I got two.
Why have you never told me that?
my mom in the divorce got 2 bikes. My dad actually just asked me for them back, so we'll see about that. But not before we ride them.
Well, tell Brian I love riding bikes, and I want to go ride on a bike.
Yeah, we'll ride on them bikes.
Hell yeah, man.
But he won them in a contest back in, 2009. I don't know. They sent him
My sister won a helmet one time in a contest, like a bike, like a
last week.
Why would Lauren enter to win a helmet?
I don't know.
Lauren doesn't even have a fucking bike.
Just Lauren things.
Just doing Lauren things. Nah, she won a cool fucking helmet. I think it was from Meyer. It's really weird when we were kids. I totally forgot about that.
Did it have a mohawk on it?
No, it was so simple.
Spikes.
It was a baby blue, so simple. Was it cool at all? I actually hated those fucking helmets.
Put some stickers on it.
If people could just make helmets cooler, because I hate wearing helmets, but they're so safe.
They are. But also, just don't hit your head when you fall,
Easier said than done.
It is. That is facts. Nobody thinks they're going to hit their head until they do.
Nobody thinks that tug and roll is not going to work.
Look out for that tug and roll, man. I ain't tried that shit since. And I won't, because it doesn't work. Unless you know what you're doing.
And I just don't.
What else was I gonna? Okay, I also, my top thing on my list is learning how to ride bike, because my dad broke my trust. Okay.
Oh.
We went to my elementary school parking lot. He was trying to teach me how to ride a bike. He taught me how to ride the bike, and I got going. Hey, didn't teach me how to brake the bike. He just, he didn't show me the, And
it's like, why would a kid even just understand and know to look for something like that? Like, it would be there.
Yeah, you
have to tell them that.
So we were in the parking lot, right? You know how parking lots have those things that stop you from rolling your car too far?
What are those things called?
Car stopper? I don't know.
Sure. Let's just call them that from now on.
I hit the shit out of one of those things. Also went over the handlebars.
I was about to guess. If you were going, a good speed, you're definitely flying off that fucking bike.
Yes, and I remember hitting the grass and,
talk about
rolling.
an abrupt stop. God damn.
And I was so mad at my dad. I was like, why would you not teach me how to stop? And he was like, I didn't think about it. And that was
you have every right to be mad. And
we went
it makes sense.
That.
It makes sense why your dad forgot. You know what I mean? It just happens.
Yeah, shit happens sometimes.
Might as well go home. Good day of riding a bike, though. Damn, that sucks. I couldn't even tell you.
And all
who
that
taught me how to ride my bike.
Broken arm years later.
I'll tell the little story of how I broke my foot. My driveway has a bit of a slant. So, and that's just to give a little backstory, but there was no reason I should have broke my foot at all. It shouldn't have snapped at all. It makes zero sense.
She wasn't doing anything active
at all. We stopped at the house. The van was still running. I went up the fucking driveway so slow, walking, and my sister yells for me to grab her headphones, and I turned and I said, "What?" And my fucking foot snapped. I turned and I just fell over. Cried out, was like, "Oh my God, yeah, snapped." Broke it. And then get this, guys. My parents, it was a Thursday maybe, Friday, something like that. We waited the weekend out. I could kind of, so that's crazy. They iced it, we elevated it.
But I could see why they would think it wasn't that serious, because how the fuck did you break it?
Did you see my foot?
No, I haven't seen it.
It was huge. Inflamed. It was huge. Puffy as hell. Didn't look right. They definitely should have taken me to a doctor.
That's freaky how fast that happens, too. Because my arm was,
it was just
after I looked at it, was already puffed up.
It was just hours later that it looked horrible. Yeah. And we waited a few days.
How did we get so off? You brought that up a while ago. Was that my fault?
No, and I didn't feel like telling the story, but then I was like, no, that's absurd. How I broke it. So I had to say it.
That's a testament to Hannah having
I have brittle fucking bones.
That wasn't even what I was going to say.
Oh.
Terrible luck.
I do.
Terrible luck.
In a weird way. The big things that really matter, I'll be okay. But, those things, just not, it's not on my side. More often than not.
We've played tennis, too, with her siblings. And, they got all her luck.
Of the 5 of us?
Yeah, I'm still irritated.
They took it all.
At one of her brothers we used to play with a lot. The way that he would hit that ball so crazy
made
and somehow
zero sense how it landed in.
And he'd be like, I did it on purpose.
Got it. And I was like, bro, not Megan and I literally playing tennis every day for one summer being so good. And I was like, you know what, you did that on purpose,
we never had that kind of look.
Yeah.
Especially you.
I think anybody I hang out with is just going to take my luck. I think I just give it away. It just happens. I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah. The way you broke your elbow, too, was stupid.
It was.
We already talked about that. We won't get into it again.
Yeah, we won't.
But there was no reason that should have broken
Another bad luck thing. Maybe it isn't bad luck, but I don't know anybody else who's been, well, maybe I do. But like that dog that fucking chased me when I was at my parents' house when I used to live, like when I was a kid. This fucking dog in the neighborhood just started fucking chasing me, running so fast. I lost one of my shoes. My sister was laughing about it. That was so scary.
I laughing too.
That was so fucking scary.
How big was the dog?
Medium size. Wasn't little, wasn't big. Medium.
Okay, but you were a kid though, so it probably was big to you either way.
Also, fucking fast. Dogs are fast, man.
Also, little dogs, they still got teeth.
That's another thing. If, like, the animal is trying to get you,
you're gonna run.
Should be scared anyway.
Belly was just chasing me around the room earlier.
That's, you know, pretty scary, though.
Okay, what else did I write down? Okay. Kid I babysat handing me his shit. You remember this?
No. Wait, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
how old were you when you were babysitting?
Like 12.
Period.
By the way, this was indentured servitude, okay? The way that my mom, the infamous my mom, agreed to let me babysit this kid all day for 5 days a week, like the whole work day, watching this kid. I was 12 years old. My deal that they cut me, $20 a week.
That's disrespectful.
I was working full time, bro. The first thing I bought was a pair of Vans.
Your summer?
Yes.
Nah, I'd be
2 weeks
pissed.
to buy a pair of Vans. Back when Vans were $40. By the way, inflation is crazy.
Yeah,
anyway,
I loved when they were $40.
Yeah, that would be nice. So this kid was getting potty trained. So that's the type of work I was doing. Was potty training for $20 a week
too. Like I mean, I watched my brother oh my god.
It's also your brother. Like I had to ride my bike to this house.
What?
Anyway, so this kid, his deal was if he peed in the toilet, he got a little marshmallow. If he pooped in the toilet, he got one of those jumbo marshmallows.
Must really like marshmallows.
Yeah. So he was behind the couch for a minute. Like they had like one of those like sectionals.
That's just a good way to start. He was behind the couch for a minute. Like it was kind of weird.
And I was sitting there and I was like, "Hey man, what you doing?" And he said, "Hold on, I'm getting you a surprise," or something like that. Like, I don't think he spoke in like sentences like that.
Yeah, I know,
but I
that
he was like concocting me a toy or something,
he
was,
something. He was gonna. You guys were gonna have fun.
Yeah, he was all right. He comes around the corner with his hand like in a fist, okay, and I put my hand out, plops a turd in my hand, and goes, "Can I have a marshmallow?"
Did you give him a marshmallow?
No!
Okay, that's
what I thought. A marshmallow. Then what do you do? You just have to hold it. You can't just drop it.
Take it to the toilet.
That's what I did. Okay. But I had poop in my hand for way longer than a person should be holding a child's turd. And then I had to go bathe him because he had his hand in his pants.
Well, yeah, of course. That hand was dirty. You needed to go clean that kid.
Yeah, so I had to wash his. I just stripped him right in the bathtub.
Clean the kid. Yeah. Man.
That was crazy.
We put our poop in the toilet.
And I didn't want to get too mad at him because he was just confused.
Yeah, and he was like, he wanted his reward.
So
he was
gonna
fucking get it.
No, you get him a marshmallow.
Give me that jumbo marshmallow.
Yeah. God, $20 a week. Getting poop handed to me. And then when I told his mom about it too, she was like, "Oh, your kid handed me his turd. You can't even giggle? Like, give me something. Give me something."
What is that?
Nothing.
What is that?
Yeah, it was just a weird situation all around. I was also at that house when I got my first iPhone. And my first phone, my mom brought it to me at
my
that
first
house.
phone was not an iPhone.
Well, I was a little too old to be getting my first phone, I think. I was like latter half of 8th grade. So I was pretty old getting my first phone.
That's funny that you say that.
How old were you?
Our rules were you got your first phone when you hit 8th grade.
Oh, I feel like that is, well, especially for now, but even for me, all my friends had phones way before I did. They were all texting each other. It really hurt my social status as a middle schooler, like, bad. Thanks,
we were
Mom.
so focused on different things. That's so funny. And I'd say that probably falls back to because of the type of schools we were going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone at my school had those phones, and I thought these were so cool. I wanted one so bad. It was the kind that, like, it looked like just, like, a little palm thing, and the whole front of it had, like, a few buttons on the bottom to, like, answer the phone or, like, just check the time, and it was just full screen. But then you could swipe it up.
Oh, I know what
and
you're
it was
talking
off the
about.
whole, like, keyboard. Yeah. And I thought people typing on those
Lauren
looked
had
so
a cool phone that slid up with the whole keyboard. It was giving BlackBerry vibes, but, like, you could slide it away type thing.
Yeah. That's what I wanted, one of those so bad. I tried to convince. But that was kind of cool. My first phone was an iPhone. I do think I would have been cooler in middle school if I had a phone earlier. But that ship has sailed.
Damn. Phones.
And now it's, like, different because if you have a phone, you have access to the entire freaking internet.
World.
So, like, yeah, different times. That's, like, no, I'm just going down a rabbit hole, but that's so weird to think about, like, in our lifetimes. Well, that's what I was thinking about my childhood
of what I did to be imaginative, you know, like, with what we were playing, like, with having phones and everything, and, like, the having iPads when you're, like, when I was a kid, I have 4 siblings, okay? I have, close cousins, too. We always hung out at my grandma's house Tuesdays and Wednesdays, like, every day. During the summer, we were over there all the time. She had a pool. And when we would go outside to, like, just play, because my grandma didn't have any gaming systems at her house. Like, I had a PlayStation at mine, but, like, my grandma didn't have any of that. So what we were doing was we were just going in the backyard and playing anything. So we would make up stories. Like those books. Do you know the Boxcar Children books?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would just pretend to do that stuff. And it was like...
I remember they told me a story about there was a swing set too.
I knew exactly what you were about to bring up. Yeah, well, before that, we did like dangerous, but we did like a roller coaster. We'd put a fucking broomstick through the holes in the swing
where it attaches to the chain.
Yeah, so we were all connected, and we would swing together. Not the safest thing, but really fun. I will say
the broomstick probably would have snapped before anyone got hurt.
I agree, but still, not ideal.
In trouble. Yeah,
super in trouble because
somebody
it's
gets
not
staked.
Yeah,
like a vampire.
Oh my god! Then that other time, just like being stupid kids and doing things like that, which I don't do anymore because I think things through.
It's kind of fun, though, to be stupid.
Yeah, we were, like, trying to set the mood. Good, like, ambiance. Like, when I used to, like, stay in my brother's room all the time and, you know, just chit-chat, whatever, we'd put his blanket over a lamp because, it looked cool. And we were doing, like, shadows with our hands. My dad comes running in because it smelled like smoke, apparently. We didn't even notice. Burned a hole in his fucking blanket.
How did y'all not smell that? Because I know that smelled like ass.
Isn't that wild that we just didn't smell that?
That is wild. Rip R.I.P. to that blanket.
No. My mom patched that shit up.
Oh, shit.
He loved that blanket. Yeah, she patched it up. Idiots.
Gosh, I wrote down, like, little things, too.
What time are we at?
An hour and 1 minute.
Jesus.
But I did write down some things because I need to clear my name, okay? Now that I have this tiny little platform, there's been injustice in my life that I need to bring up.
I don't know where you're going.
When I was in the 6th grade, I told you this story because it irritated me so bad, and I'm still mad about it. I'm 25 years old, and I'm still mad about this. I went to sit down in my chair at school in my science class, okay? This boy, his name was Sean. I remember you, Sean. You had red hair. He pulled my chair out from underneath me. I sit on that hard tile so hard. Like, it hurt. And I think I, like, shoved the chair toward him because I was mad.
Yeah.
And my teacher comes over and she's like, what are you doing? Why are you starting stuff? Gets mad at me. I get detention. I'm like, he pulled the chair out from under me. And she looked me in my face and said, I don't believe you.
So she had a vendetta out for you.
Yes.
She must have not fucked with you.
Still mad about that. Wanted to bring that up.
I did that to somebody, like, and I thought they were going to notice in enough time, but they just plopped on the fucking ground. I felt like a piece of shit.
Well, this boy was being mean.
That's what I wasn't trying to be mean. They were supposed to feel the chair and hit the chair.
Yeah.
I got them so good. They fell on the floor. Felt horrible.
Yeah, he
never
did.
Again.
He laughed.
Would never do that to somebody ever again.
He was a twin, too. I hope you remember me.
See, he's definitely not watching this.
No, I don't even know his last name. But I just remember his name was Sean and he had red hair. And a twin.
Fucking Sean.
But yeah, that was bullshit. Anyway, just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, that part. I also wanted to clear up another thing.
What a story.
I lied to this boy because I had a crush on him and he liked hockey. And I told him that I played hockey too. Which that's such a crazy lie.
I would have lied about that too.
Well, that's like, everybody has a pick-me era. I don't, like, if you are, like, assigned female at birth and, like, stay...
But it wasn't, yeah, I don't know. I just did that for anybody.
In the female energy, yeah.
I just did that for anybody. I don't want anybody to think I was cool.
No, for me, it was definitely... It wasn't even that I cared that much if boys thought I was cool. I just, like... I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think how I want to say it. we live in a patriarchy, so there was capital and boys thinking you were cool even if you thought they were lame.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, but I did have a crush on this boy. But I was talking about, I play hockey, and he was like, what position do you play? I was like, ugh. So I had to, learn some stuff about hockey, so now I know some things about hockey, because I lied so hard about that.
I'm sure plenty of people have stories about learning just anything about something, because
I'm sure other people have done the same shit.
Was into it, yeah.
Football.
Easly.
I never done that, though.
Anything.
Yeah, I just learned about football, last year because of Taylor Swift. All right.
I'll do it for you.
Do you have any?
I got one more that I can say, but it's not even me, but I was present for it. My sister. So my family used to go, my Nana's sister lived in Indiana, and they had a big piece of land.
I know where this is going, I think.
Yeah, so they had this house, they had a pool, they had a couple tractors, quite a bit of land, and we would go up there, and they used to let 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds fucking drive these tractors, okay?
Midwest, man.
Yeah, man. They would, alone. They'd be watching from the deck, drinking some fucking beer and being like, that'll be fine. I loved riding in those tractors, but my sister was driving one, and, drove it straight into a fucking above-ground pool. So...
It's out of Jackass. Did the pool pop?
Oh my god, it was done for. How could you? It's a fucking tractor. A really big tractor, those really old, ones you see where if you're on a country road and one of them's just driving and you're like, what the fuck?
Ones from Footloose.
It's exactly it.
Playing chicken.
But a little tinier than that. Yeah, it's exactly that. They were big, the big steering wheels. I loved driving those, man. I loved riding those.
Glasses.
No,
at this point.
We were so young. We didn't even have glasses yet.
Oh my god.
That's how young we were. I wasn't kidding. Drinking beer, watching us drive tractors, didn't matter.
That is hilarious.
I have
that
an
is
interesting
so Indiana.
family. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Indiana.
I don't think I have any. Yeah, I definitely don't have any stories like that. I did think of one while I was at work the other night when I was thinking of what we were going to talk about. This also has to do with the pool. I don't know if I've told you this before either. But at one point, I was deep in my mermaid phase, and I was looking up spells on YouTube.
Cool.
To, become a mermaid, because I thought that would work for some reason. Getting into witchcraft,
We all dabble,
I did some spells,
I think, at times.
And these spells...
I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, continue.
Did she poop?
Yeah.
Belly just exited the litter box. We'll get to that in a moment.
I am not stinky.
I don't smell it.
Well, if you all don't know it now. Megan will never have a nose like mine. Okay, there we go.
Well,
I smell
the
everything.
first time I had COVID, it ruined my sense of smell, and it has never recovered, and probably never will. So that's tragic.
Yeah, and you're 25.
Yeah.
Anyways,
where was I talking about? Oh, the pool.
Oh.
So I thought, you don't take any risks, you never get any gains. So I went in the pool.
Jesus, how old were you?
I don't know how old I would have been. It was when H2O came out. It was the first season of H2O. Because I remember that was why I wanted to be a mermaid so bad. So however old I was.
I'm sure so many.
Watched that in 2014 or something ridiculous.
No way.
It definitely wasn't.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I lived in Illinois.
You would have been 16.
Because I was in SIUE's swimming pool. Because my mom went to school at SIUE. Yeah. So she had a pass. But I go under the water.
Say that again. That was...
What, SIUE?
Thank you. Okay.
Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Their mascot's a cougar, and their color is crimson. They just got raised to Division I a few years ago.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't care.
Well, the more you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was in that pool, and I thought, I'm going to try to inhale. Maybe I'm a mermaid now.
Megan.
Maybe I just need to try. Hey, I swear to God, I did it. I swear I did it. There was no consequences. I inhaled water. I smell the poop now. I inhaled the water and exhaled it underwater and came back up. And, it felt kind of funny. But I didn't die. Which I feel like that is so dangerous. I was a lifeguard later in life. I was about to say,
that can't be, okay.
No, if you even get close to drowning, you're still supposed to call an ambulance because if there's water in your lungs,
that's what I'm
that
thinking
can kill
about.
you later. Fun fact.
You shouldn't have water in your lungs, period.
Yeah. I'm still kicking, man. I think I might be a mermaid.
If I shake you around.
It was one of those. Have you seen those TikToks though? That kid, that video I showed you was like, I don't think you should never do that again. Where that kid floated down all the stairs.
Yeah.
I think kids can do shit that adults can't do, and we just forget.
I think kids have superpower.
Yeah, so I think I might have really done that.
Damn. We lived interesting childhoods. So completely different. What I was doing in the pool was not trying to breathe underwater. I was just flipping my hair up, with the little
George
roll.
Washington.
Yeah, doing the little George Washington hair.
Oh, my hair is crazy right now.
And I used to pretend to, obviously bend in the water. water bending and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Avatar, of course.
Or, the squirting with your fist.
Yeah. Ah, good times. Good times.
Oh, I have the quote of the week this week.
Yeah.
Did you look at it?
No.
Swear.
Jesus, I do swear. It's not the one that was open on my phone, right?
I don't know.
Because you said you were going to do Austin's?
I don't know. It was open on your phone. Was it not Austin?
It was not
from Austin.
Okay, good. Because you left
one
it
open.
Oh,
didn't know it wasn't that.
Again. Yeah. So I was like, oh, but then I remembered you said you were going to do Austin. So no, I do not know the quote. So this is exciting.
I thought that this was fitting for the episode we're doing. He said in 2020, Austin Bowman.
4 years ago.
Now I'm in my fifis.
It was probably really serious too. I think it was really serious.
The exact tone of delivery, because I remember him saying
he was uncomfortable.
That was bound to happen at some point, but look, it's fine.
It's okay. It's totally fine. Yeah.
We were talking about something and I don't remember what, but he goes, "Oh, now I'm in my fifis." Like it was not funny.
Not a good time. Yeah, it was in your feelings in a bad way.
Yeah. So Austin's got some good one-liners.
Good quote.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Musing, and we'll see you guys
every Wednesday. I had a lovely time. Oh my god, I thought Megan was about to fucking throw up. All right.
It was just a burp.
Yeah, it didn't look like it. Your whole body was in that one.
It was kind of an aggressive one. All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Toodles.